Cue.
Hello and welcome to another entertaining round of Beer Thursday. Jay came up with a brilliant idea, and I think this is just the first of many such rounds on this particular topic. Jay, what do you got for us today?
Man, I'm telling you, I like this one because you know how when you hear a song and you think you know the lyrics to the song, but then it turns out you've been wrong all these years.
Do I ever?
Topic of, I think, well, I don't know. The topic of today's round of Beer Thursday is misheard music song player sing lyrics.
Probably volume 1. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that we will likely revisit
Volume 1. I just thought of another one while I was sitting here that's not on my list. And it's one that I personally misheard that I don't know that anybody else did.
Do we need to write it down, or do we say it now?
I'm gonna have to remember it real quick, but
yeah, write it down.
Sure.
And that way we'll do it on the next one. And the only way our good friend here that's listening to the show will hear it is if they subscribe and hear it the next time we talk about this.
Boom.
What?
That's what they call. What's that? What is it they call that?
Package, buddy.
Packaging, yes. Packaging.
Buddy.
Package
suspense, because what did Jay just think of? I don't know. I doubt Jay knows.
Somebody knows.
I doubt Jay knows.
So the very first one on the list is one that is misheard. Apparently it really is misheard, but me personally, this is the only way I sing this song. And it's actually based upon something from the movie Friends. The TV show Friends. Yeah. And it's the song Tiny Dancer by Sir Elton John. And in the chorus, he sings, "Hold me closer, tiny dancer." But in the misheard version, he sings, "Hold me closer, Tony Danza."
Okay. All right. I'm calling bullshit on this one because the title of the song is Tiny Dancer. So you're going to expect him to say Tiny Dancer at some point.
Yeah.
Did human beings on this earth really think he said Tony Danza?
Well, apparently Phoebe from Friends did, because according to my sources, which are some article I read, the single, which went 3 times platinum, by the way, in 2018.
Oh, it's a good song.
Spawned a joke from Friends when discussing the most romantic songs of all time. Phoebe says, in her opinion, it's the one Elton John wrote for that guy on Who's the Boss.
You know.
Yeah,
Hold
exactly.
me closer, Tony Danza.
Yeah.
That is funny. I should have watched that. I never watched it.
You never watched Friends?
No, I didn't. I didn't like anybody on it except Courtney Cox.
Friends was pure. Well, yeah.
And I hear bad things about it now. Like it was, I don't know what, there was something politically incorrect about it. Wasn't then, but it is now. That whole and I'm saying this in quotes, it didn't age well.
I've watched some reruns recently and I thought it was hilarious, but you know what? If it's offensive now, just wait a couple of years. It'll come back around.
But CJ, here's the thing is you and I enjoy offending more than we enjoy being offended. So it's probably not, we may not get why it's offensive.
Just to quote another great song, they call me the great offender. Wow. There's a lot of people in this that will not get that reference.
I don't get it.
You got one?
Little Freddie
The Great Pretender. Do
Freddie
you have
Fender.
one, Shayne? You got one, Shayne. I know you have one.
I do. Now, should I go off list or should I stick to the list?
Go off list.
I'm going off list. Well, as you know, we have another podcast that we're on called Every Rush Song. And there's a line from one of the songs where The lyric is, wait, should I give the real lyric first or what I always thought the lyric was first?
Your choice. I'm going to say dealer's choice on this one.
Okay. The line is, the sky is pitching violently. So there's this storm thing going on, but I always thought the lyric was, and I always sing along with, and very loudly, by the way, this guy is bitching violently.
I could see how that could be confused. Yeah, I
This
could see
guy
that.
is bitching violently. And it was funny, for that podcast, I started a page that was going to be just Rush Misheard
Yeah.
lyrics, and it has 3 so far. So
That's a great one.
I have a little ways to go. You know, in our
Oh, yeah.
usual manner of waffling and going on tangents here and there, we have managed to find our way, my friend, into toast time.
Oh,
Time for toast.
well, I'm gonna.
Toast.
I've come up with a toast. I
Get it
think.
out of the solar system, cousin.
Yeah.
But that reminds me of another topic.
Does it?
It does.
Okay, great.
Lines that we think we heard in movies, but were never actually spoken.
Oh, that's a good one.
For
Like
some
Luke,
reason,
I am your father.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
for years, I could have sworn from Perfect Strangers that Balky, is that his name?
Yeah.
Said, "Get out of the solar system, cousin." I have no idea where I got that from, but I could not could not anywhere
Didn't he
find.
say get out of town or get out of?
He said, "Stop." He would say, "Don't be ridiculous."
Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah, not even close to get out of the
Wow.
solar system, cousin. But I've had that in my head, and shout out to Ravit.
Okay, I've got one. It's really quick. It has nothing to do with the topic at hand, but it does have something to do with beer, and that is why we are here.
It is. Burr.
So, Shayne, raise a glass.
I'm raising this can of glass. Sorry, what?
Wait a minute. Let me look at the toast again. I'm really good at stuff, but not. But one of the things that I'm not good at is remembering. Okay, Shayne, here's to drinking in moderation all at once. Cheers.
Cheers. I like how your toasts are funny.
It's the only thing I know, Shayne. It's the only thing I know.
Well, it's a
So,
good thing to know.
another one, and this one is extremely popular as far as misheard lyric. And to this day, I still believe that this band that covered this song is singing it this way. But it's a song written by the great Bruce Springsteen called Blinded by the Light.
Yes, the douche song.
Yes, the douche song. So Springsteen wrote this song, but before I don't know if he recorded it at first or what, but there was a band called Manfred Mann's Earth Band, and they reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the US in February 1977 with their cover of this song. And the cover of this song, it sounded, and I swear to God, it sounded like it. It sounded like they said, first of all, the correct lyric is blinded by the light, revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night.
Revved up. Sorry.
Revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night. But every time I hear this Manfred Mann song, I swear it sounds like they're singing blinded by the light, wrapped up like a douche, another rumor in the night. And I mean, I was like, when I sing along with it, like you were talking about the last, I sing those words. And Bruce Springsteen himself had talked about it in one of his shows. He was kind of talking about the song, and he was like, "Well, that's not the exact lyrics." but I always thought that was funny, but yeah.
Yeah, that's one I always thought that's what it was because I
Yeah.
was just like, "What? Why is he writing a song about a douche? I don't want to hear this."
No, yeah. Especially wrapping one up.
But revved up like a deuce, like
Yeah,
little deuce coupe. You don't
exactly.
know what I got. Okay, that makes more
S
sense. I'm a little
Yeah.
less. Yeah, welcome to America.
Welcome to America. So do you have some more? Do you have another one? You know you have another one. I know you
Um,
do.
yeah, I'm trying to remember. I don't think this is something I thought, but I don't know if I must have seen that someone else thought that this was the lyric, but it was
Mhm.
from the In Excess song, "Need You Tonight."
Mhm.
The bum, 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 ba-da-da-da-da-da. And then he
Ba-dum, dum.
says, "All I've got is this moment. 21st century is yesterday." I think I don't even know if that's the right lyrics. I should probably look up the right lyrics.
21st century
All
yesterday.
I've got is this moment. The
Hell
misheard
yeah.
lyrics is, "Oh my god, it's a snowman."
Why is he so afraid of snowmen?
I don't know. Maybe it's summer and there shouldn't even be a snowman and there is, and it has a knife. I don't know. You tell me.
I just don't
Michael
know, man.
Hutchins. I mean, maybe that's why he accidentally. Okay, you know what? Don't go there.
Mm,
I'm ashamed of
yeah.
you.
Don't get hung up on that, man. So, all right, so
God, wow.
I there's so many more.
Masturbation. What?
What? There's so many other ones that we can discuss, but and I think we should do in the next part of this, but just for shites and giggles, I
Mm.
wanna throw in a couple of ones that I don't really think can possibly be real because it's just too stupid. But there's one, for example, and you pick one and I'll pick one. I sent you the list, right? You got the list.
Yes.
So here's the one here's the one that I thought was funny. It smells like Teen Spirit from Nirvana. The lyric is, "Here we are now, entertain us." Misheard lyric is, "Here we are now in containers." That
Here we
makes no
are
sense.
now. All right. You know what? But half the time you didn't really understand what Kurt Cobain was saying anyway.
True.
So
That's true.
yeah. Okay, I saw one on the list, and it's one that for a long time I thought was the correct lyric, and it was I don't know how I figured out that it wasn't the correct lyric, but "The Purple Haze," I don't think it's "The Purple Haze." "Purple
Oh, yeah,
Haze"
Purple Haze.
by the
Yeah.
Jimi
Yeah.
Hendrix. It's not the Jimi
Yeah.
Hendrix, it's just Jimi Hendrix. "Purple
Well,
Haze" by
his
Jimi
band is called
Hendrix.
yeah, his band is called The Jimi Hendrix Experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But "Excuse Me While I Kiss the Sky."
Yeah.
Cool lyrics. Yeah, but I guess along with many other people thought he said, "Excuse me while I kiss this guy."
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure it was our friend from, well, you high school, me junior high, our friend Gene Gonzalez that corrected me on the
Yes.
written lyrics versus,
I'm
what
just
I
like,
thought I
"Hey,
heard.
man. Hey, man, Jimi Hendrix was a '60s child. He was free living." I mean,
I
I'm
mean, you don't
thinking,
know.
"Cool, kiss that dude if you want to, man. I
Kiss,
don't care."
just kiss him right.
Right
Kiss
in the
him
yeah, right.
in the,
Yeah.
yeah, what? What were you gonna say? Jay?
Okay. Quick one before we wrap this up. Eddie Money, 2 tickets to paradise. The lyric is, "I've got 2 tickets to paradise." The misheard, which I swear I do not believe this, is, "I've got 2 chickens to paralyze."
Okay. Who thought that?
I don't believe that one. That's crazy.
That would be kind of a funny I guess Weird Al does that a little bit. Weird Al Yankovic does that where he makes lyrics funny.
Yeah,
That might be kind of a funny thing to do with, yeah, words
word.
that people
So, Shane, I have a
say.
question for you.
Oh,
Did
tell.
I never remember who started the round. Was it you or was it I?
I started this one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I started it and I was revved up like a douche. Sorry.
well, in that case, I'm gonna, I'm gonna bring everyone down, Goose. Oh, that's another one. ELO. I swear to God, I always thought it was "Don't Bring Me Down, Bruce," but it's always don't. It's actually "Don't Bring Me Down, Goose," which Bruce sounds better.
I thought it was Bruce.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
bring me down.
Well,
Bruce. That is
whether
a
your name
Bruce.
is Bruce, Charlie,
Or Bruce.
this guy, or anything like the above, we do appreciate you listening to us every week. And if you aren't listening to us every week, you should. And so go to our Patreon page, give us your comments. Maybe you have some misheard lyrics that you want to discuss that you think is funny. Bring it to our attention and we will talk about it on a round because we can make as many of these rounds of this particular topic as we could possibly think of. Because let's face it, sometimes you just run out of shit to say. But one thing we never run out of is time for you. And your time is next Thursday. So come back next Thursday. It's every Thursday, really, not just next Thursday. It's the Thursday after and the Thursday before, except for a few Thursdays in August. We would love to hear you listening to us, which would be weird, every Thursday for an exciting, intriguing, often misunderstood, usually self-indulgent round of Beer Thursday.